Hey guys, in today's video I will be doing a video on the upcoming major heat wave for the Northeast and New England areas. And this heat wave really looks to come in with a warm front, a very strong, potent warm front from the system that will come in through tomorrow. Going through tomorrow, it'll bring maybe some chances for. It looks like it'll be kind of a warm front with. It doesn't look like it'll be too much precipitation associated with it, but it'll be quite potent, and it'll bring some decent chances for some rain showers for very western Pennsylvania, very western and central upstate New York, and into interior New England. And then southern and coastal New England, it's more kind of isolated chances for showers and rain. But once it moves through by tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and into Monday even, temperatures are really going to soar into the low to mid 90s in spots, even maybe some upper 90s, more towards the south, towards the southern mid-Atlantic in these areas. Let's actually look at this, look at the anomalies first. So for those of you who may not know what the anomalies are, it's basically where you are compared to average. So these blues are temperatures compared to average, below average temperatures compared to average, and then the oranges, yellows, reds are more above average temperatures compared to average. So as we head into Friday, you can see there's that kind of warm front that'll really come through and then shoot temperatures really way above for many spots. I mean, look at Sunday by around 2 p.m. on Sunday. Temperature anomalies are anywhere between, for majority of areas, are anywhere between 4 to 12 to 14, 4 to 14 degrees above average for a lot of areas in Northeast and New England. I mean, even the coastal areas in New England will really heat up a lot as well, as you can see by those really deeper reds into even some lighter pinks. I want to show you now the actual temperatures. We'll bring this back to the beginning here, and we'll look at the actual 2-meter temperature shaded. So here's the actual temperatures at this point generally. It looks like generally highs today for the Northeast New England will be ranging anywhere really from around 70 degrees to 80 to 85 degrees in majority of spots. But then you can see for Friday, the front comes through, and it looks like for New England, it looks like there's kind of like a wall between New England and getting into the Northeast Mid-Atlantic areas, where New England's temperatures will be actually generally quite cool for highs tomorrow, especially up in Maine and northern New Hampshire, where highs will only get to around 60 degrees maybe, and then close towards the coast of Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, temperatures will get up into the low to upper 60s and lower 70s towards very southern and coastal New England. So it'll be a generally much cooler day tomorrow. And then heading into Saturday, once that front moves through, you can see temperatures soar really everywhere in New England and the Northeast. Let me zoom this in for you guys. So you guys can see that better. You can see in the southern regions of the Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic, temperatures are in the mid to upper 90s, even close to 100 in central Virginia, and even soaring into the upper 80s to lower to mid 90s, even for coastal and southern New England. The New York City area, tri-state area, will get up towards, honestly, get up probably get up towards maybe even upper 90s towards downtown New York City even. Could be a possibility. I know for where I live in coastal Connecticut, the highs both Saturday and Sunday, will be in the low 90s. I believe Friday for my area, it'll get into the upper 80s to right near 90. So I really would not be surprised if southern and coastal New England will get their first heat wave of the year, because I do think with Friday's high temperatures getting quite close to why did I don't you know what, maybe that's wrong. I'm gonna actually I want to check real quick, show you guys the temperatures. Here we go. So temperatures in my area, it shows okay, so it shows actually, so Saturday's high is like 89, 90 degrees. And then Sunday and Monday, temperatures will be into the lower 90s. So honestly, I wouldn't be surprised for, at least around where I live, Saturday's high to get to 90 or 91 even. Because with the temperature just like a degree below 90, I wouldn't be surprised to see it try and kind of crack 90, maybe get to 90 or maybe even 91. Yeah, I mean, the first heat wave of the year for kind of around the tri-state area and southern and coastal New England is a real possibility heading into this weekend into very early next week. So, yeah, those are the highs for Saturday. It's going to be a scorcher, really. If you really live anywhere in the northeast New England, please try and stay hydrated, and also try and stay out of the sun as much as possible. Try and find as many shady spots or kind of more like indoor activities. Most of the time, try and figure out a lot of more indoor activities to do on Saturday and Sunday, and even getting into Monday for some spots. You can see Sunday, it's kind of stays pretty much as amplified as Saturday. Once again, the Virginia, Maryland, Delaware areas getting into the mid to even upper 90s in spots, and then getting into New Jersey, the tri-state area, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts. Temperatures getting into the low to mid 90s, and then Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine getting into the upper 80s to low 90s. Upstate New York, maybe mid to upper 80s in some spots, maybe some isolated areas closer to 90, especially here around from Albany down to New York City in that little stretch. So these temperatures are going to be honestly quite dangerous to some extent for a lot of people. So, if you know any people, or if any of you do kind of have problems with being out in really extreme heat, just really try and stay out of the heat as much as possible, and just try and stay cool as much as possible. You can see Monday's highs even as well will be into the lower 90s. And look at Virginia here, even getting to 100 in some spots into central and western Virginia. So it's really, really going to heat up quickly. The New Jersey, tri-state area, southern Connecticut, Rhode Island, temperatures get into the low to mid 90s. So, again, just really got to stay hydrated, stay safe from this heat. Really figure out any way at all to try and stay cool during those 3 days. So I think really a lot of areas, especially again, even towards the coast, actually, especially around the coast, looks like the coastal regions could get their first heat wave of the year. And even inland areas, maybe some inland areas as well, could get their first true heat wave of the year. So, this is going to be a very hot weekend, very steamy, hot, humid weekend as well. It's also going to be quite humid in a lot of spots, especially as you get closer to the coast. So that's something you're going to really have to watch out for. I'll show you the CMC model. This only goes out to this new models, the new 12Z runs just coming in for the CMC. Let's look back. Let's use the 00Z run for the CMC from earlier today, and you can see for Friday, temperatures, it looks like it's kind of getting a little more, it's a little bit more conservative than the GFS model, with generally like New Jersey, New York, and New England all generally quite cooler. And then Pennsylvania, Virginia, Delaware, Maryland, all a lot warmer. So that's very interesting. Of course, that's with the front coming through. That'll really heat things up. For Saturday's highs, again, kind of showing, honestly, it's a little too conservative with these temperatures. It's a little bit too cool with these temperatures, only showing like low to mid 80s. Sunday, I guess Sunday it's agreeing a lot more with the GFS for temperatures on Sunday in most areas for the Northeast and New England, where it's also showing temperatures soaring into to around 90, low to mid 90s even in some upper 90s maybe, getting towards Virginia, southern Pennsylvania, Maryland. So again, still watch out for this. Still, according to this model, watch out for the heat this weekend. And then going into Monday, it actually shows even more kind of amplified heat for Virginia, getting in a lot of areas into the upper 90s, even towards 100 degrees, maybe even into the low 100s, getting especially towards the Washington, D.C. area. And then going towards the tri-state area, New York City, New Jersey, Connecticut. Temperatures, again, getting towards the low to mid 90s. Zoom this in for you guys. You can see that getting towards the low to mid 90s. So CMC is generally agreeing with the GFS for the most part for these temperatures. And I'll show you what the Euro is showing for the temperatures as well. We've got to go to pivotal weather for that, though. God, let it load. Please let it load. Come on. Sorry, this is so slow. I think my Wi-Fi is really struggling today, or it's just the site. I don't know. But let's look at the European model. Let's zoom into the Northeast and do forecast loop, and then let's find the temperatures. 2-meter temperatures. Here we go. Yep. All right, I'll bring this back, and you can see for the temperatures, gets it really soaring, getting towards Friday, and towards, well, later today, temperatures getting into the low to mid 80s, maybe around 90, towards the more southern areas of the mid-Atlantic, north and very southern Northeast. And then you can see by 18Z, around 2 p.m. tomorrow, on Friday, you can see the European model is showing, let me actually zoom this in for you guys so you can see this better. So you can see, especially for Virginia, southern Pennsylvania, Maryland, Delaware, temperatures soaring into the mid to upper 90s for most spots, and then heading more north towards New York City, Connecticut, tri-state area in Connecticut, Rhode Island. It's a bit cooler just because of that front, but then as we, where temperatures are generally on Friday, going tomorrow towards really like around 80 degrees for those areas. But then as we head towards 18Z, around 2 p.m. Saturday, Saturday, temperatures, as you can see, if I maybe try and zoom this in a little more, temperatures will be into the mid to upper 90s, around 100 for Virginia, a lot of Pennsylvania, Maryland, Delaware, and then getting up in towards New Jersey, New York City, tri-state area, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts. Temperatures, once again, soaring into around 90, low 90s in spots. And really, it's generally the whole area of the Northeast and New England, especially along the coast. And then as we head towards 2 p.m. on Sunday, you can see temperatures get honestly even more amplified. The European model for Virginia, D.C. area, Maryland, Delaware, much of Pennsylvania, getting towards upper 90s and 100s in a lot of spots, and then even getting towards the tri-state area of New York City, New Jersey, Connecticut, Rhode Island, getting into the low to mid 90s in a lot of spots. And then And that's really just kind of generally everywhere, even as you head farther inland into much of Pennsylvania, upstate New York, northern New England. So it's really going to stay quite amplified. By 2 p.m. on Monday, it's lessens a little bit, but generally still stays around, even again, like especially for Virginia, D.C. area, Pennsylvania, Delaware. I mean, yeah, the Virginia area, D.C., Maryland, Delaware. It's really, yeah, for Monday, it's really Virginia, D.C., the D.C. area, Maryland, and Delaware, where temperatures still are around the mid to upper 90s, even low 100s, especially as you get into central and eastern Virginia. With temperatures in New Jersey, the tri-state area, Connecticut, where temperatures will really try to get towards 90 degrees, low 90s maybe, but you know, still generally stays pretty hot getting to Monday, and then finally, as I show you, well, actually, even getting into Tuesday and a lot of spots, it still stays generally pretty hot. But I think by the time we get to Tuesday and Wednesday and getting to really towards the middle to end of next week, it really starts to lessen. Let's see what it shows getting towards, yeah, Thursday. It generally stays pretty, starts to really cool down getting towards the end of the week next week. But yeah, I mean, the European model is really agreeing with the GFS especially, and also the CMC, that this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, especially for really everywhere from the Mid-Atlantic, Northeast New England, everywhere in this area, will be scorching hot for this weekend. And really, the only chance of rain going into this weekend is really tomorrow, because of that front moving through, that really potent and strong warm front moving through that will cause all the temperatures in these areas to really soar. So, you know, again, just please try to stay as safe and as cool as possible for those few days, where a lot of areas, especially as you head towards the coastline, could experience their first heat wave of the year. So, you know, with especially that heat, by the way, these are the actual temperatures. Since it'll also be humid along with these temperatures, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday especially, it will feel even hotter. So, like, where I was saying, like, Virginia, D.C. area, Maryland, Delaware especially, where temperatures look to all 3 days get into the mid to upper 90s, even low 100s in some spots, especially in Virginia. Temperatures, let's say, for around, I don't know, Richmond, Virginia area. I haven't looked at really the forecast really, but just judging on the temperatures, looks like Saturday, Sunday, Monday for Richmond will be probably mid to upper 90s, and it will feel more like probably the lower 100s. So it's going to be really oppressive heat, and it will also feel like probably the mid to upper 90s, and a lot of spots getting a little more north towards the tri-state area and coastal Connecticut, Rhode Island, and really just generally all of coastal New England. And even farther inland, it will also feel extremely hot, getting also probably close to 100, feeling like close to 100 degrees. So that's it for today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.